stream when I haven't even flown it once. But I was kind of excited. So, and if I do this correctly, you know, I'm just going to basically follow a tutorial. So it's going to be a little discombobulated today, but at least you'll see a live version of this plane. So yeah, this is the Aerobask Epic Victory, and it just launched today. And pretty excited about it. You know, for those of you who watch the channel, I'm a you know, mostly a GA guy and a piston guy, but slowly working my way into the jets. So anyway, it looks like I missed the follow earlier. It looked like the black screen took out the follower alert. So I believe that was Lucas X-Plane 10. Thank you very much for the follow. You're also the first one to rock the new follower alert sound. So thanks for letting me test that live, actually. Might just do a quick test here.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Okay, so there's a little bit of echo on that. I've got to, I'm probably showing a preview somewhere. I'm going to test it one more time. Those of you early adopters to the John Fly channel get to go through the awesome testing of BrainBot.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
It's a little better. I'm not sure how the volume is on that. One more test, just because I can.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Okay, so that works. So appreciate that. Again, thanks for the follow. Go ahead and take off the starting soon banner. And just so you know, we've got some games going here. You can every 5 minutes that you are in the watching the stream, you get John Fly Miles, JFM for short. It's currency that you can spend on roulette. You can bet. You can spend it on songs. So right now you can request a song, and you can do that with the song command or via the custom console. So right there shows you that you have your own custom console. brainbot.com/JohnFly, and then you have to authorize your Twitch account, but it shouldn't be a problem. And then you put in the YouTube ID, so you put in !song space ad space YouTube ID. Cost you 5 John Fly Miles. But yes, Jerka, this is a little change from the Cessna, and I'm not guaranteeing great results today because I left my SciTech panels plugged in, and sometimes these planes, if they're not, you know, friendly with the SciTech panels, all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, there's host notification. I don't believe we've. Oh, Rob, you hosted. Did the host notification not work? Let me check that. says it's active. Let me double check the, I appreciate you letting me know about that. Yeah, give me a moment here to double check that it's actually working.
So, 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit.
So it worked there.
So, 5-card stud, nothing wild, and the sky's the limit.
We'll see if the next host plays. According to this, it's working, but maybe Brain Bart had a fart. Jerka, you're welcome for the gift certificate because I'm glad that you were able to get the new the DHC2. That's the Beaver, right? So it's cool. Yeah, it's a little concerning why that didn't work. So we'll see if that happens again. I'm going to turn the jukebox down just a little. Well, actually, we'll pause it. All right, so bear with me as I go through. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, well, let's just get a quick look on the outside. I haven't even set up my views.
5-card stud, nothing wild.
Hey, it's working now. Thank you, Rob, for testing. So there it is in all its glory. We're going to be flying the 370EJ livery. No guarantees that we'll get airborne, but... And there is... This is a really nice looking plane. So, I don't know if you noticed, but there's some pretty freaking awesome photo scenery in the background. You can probably... Well, let's see if you can. Let's see if you can guess where I am. Just by looking at that background. I think you probably can guess. Because I've flown here before. So, anyway. You gotta be a little more specific, Rob. What in the world is that over there? That guy's jacked up. Oh, he's gone now. I don't know if you saw that, but I think he had some cracking. Anyway, yeah, you're in the ballpark, Rob. I'll give you just a quick look here this way. Nope, not Aspen. This will probably... Yeah, the marshaller was screwed up. This will tell you. Probably ought to. So I'm going to set up my views as we go. Anyway, first things first, we'll take our nope, not Colorado Springs. You'll get it on the takeoff, I think. Or when I turn on my GPS, you'll get it. So I'm going to click on no, not that one. All right, so I'm going to, okay, you can't see this with my, oh, I can move it. All right, so I'll move this up. So down in the corner, you've got the settings wheel. So I clicked on, yes, Jerka, you got it, Salt Lake City. That's right. So I click on the settings wheel down below, and in here you've got several options, and I'm just going to click on, well, let's just take a quick look at the chocks and flags that it's going to take off. So we'll zoom in. These chocks down here on the wheels, also the pitot tube and also the engine cover. I'm assuming that when we click this button, yeah, they're all removed. So that's good to know. The first step is successful. Oh, okay, there we can open the door, put our luggage out. That's good to know. I'm thinking about moving this chat up just a little bit here. Hey F18, good to see you. Welcome. A few glitches today. And for those of you who are living under a rock, big news today in the world of flight sim. Love to see some comments here in the chat. Dovetail announced their new flight simulator. So Dovetail Flight School comes out in just a few months, and then the full-blown Dovetail Flight Simulator comes out in October. And today there was a new Facebook page launched for that. So if I type in !XP here in the John Fly channel, you don't get anything. But if you put in !FB, you get 4 different Facebook pages, because we're a religion non-discriminatory channel. But anyway,
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think...
CP, thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. And it looks like it's interesting how it kicks off the music after an alert. I'm going to have to check that out. But anyway, so you see 4 different Facebook groups there. You got the X-Plane users group, which is growing every day. And you'll see a lot of people that are on X-Plane, on Twitch, and on YouTube that will post there early. Then you get the prepared user group, and then you got the FSX Steam Edition user group. And then the brand new Dovetail Games Flight Simulator group is the last link there. And that thing has taken off like wildfire. In just a few hours of being available to people, we had over 120 sign up. So if you're not if you prefer one of those sims or all of the above, please go to those pages, click the like button, join the conversation. All right, so we've removed the chocks. Close the door. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna close this, close the doors. Fuel load looks good. We're gonna close that window, and then we're gonna bring up the ground power unit. Okay, that's weight and fuel again. Oh, okay, there's settings. Hide. Okay, so in here we got some settings. We can hide the left yoke, hide the right yoke. So we'll go back to that in a moment. We got windshield reflections and EFIS reflections. And then hopefully here, there we go. So we got the ground power unit. Yeah, F18, big news there for Dovetail. I'm really excited about it. So on the GPU, we're going to go ahead and click start. very unusual for sounds to be heard on the John Fly channel, but that was a nice engine sound. So now we've got the ground power unit charging the plane, and it's nicely modeled. I do like that. I'm going to go ahead and set up some views. I'm going to make this my outside view, and then looks like we got some default views here that are not quite right. So we'll go alright, so this one is our front view, so we'll make that hotkey. Not much on the overhead. Sure, we'll have a zoomed in view, why not? We're going to come down here to power. We're going to turn this to left fuel. Some 2-cycle. Idle. Okay, gears down, flaps up, so that's good. I think I'm going to go ahead and hide the yoke for the time being, so just bear in mind that I don't know if I need to hide the right one per se. Alright, I'm going to turn on, I'll zoom in here. I'm going to turn on battery 1. Oh, wait. Ooh, you know what? Oh, interesting. Okay, so my SciTech panel is messing with the buttons that are in the cockpit. It's very interesting. So I had to use my battery switch on my SciTech panel. Sure, that's kind of cool. We're going to come over here to the ELT. We're going to make sure that that's armed. Looks good. Oh, I really do like this cockpit so far. It's interesting how... Oh, here we go. Let's see. Turn on our... Let's see. Alright, so we just turned on our strobes, nav. I don't think there's a beacon light, so that's good. Yeah, I'm on GPU. I don't see... I probably could have done all this so far with the batteries, but... Anyway. Alright, so we're going to turn on... oh, fuel pump. So I'm hitting... So normally you'd hit these switches here, but on my SciTech panel I'm able to flip the switch. I'm going to see if my radios work. Yeah, we will see if that crash. Okay, so we've got the fuel pump on. PSI looks good on the fuel, 30 PSI. Volts look good on the battery. Gives us the outside air temperature. That's kind of cool. Says it's 0. Okay, so now we're going to go down below and we're going to check to see. So I've got fuel pressure 30 psi on the left. I want to make sure that I have 30 psi on the right, which I do. Okay, that looks good. There is a big, nice checklist. Nice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna see if my SciTech. Oh yeah. We're gonna wait till N1. Okay, so you got to release. Alright, so in that case, I was able to use my SciTech panel to click on the switch button, but in your case, if you get this plane, you're going to need to hold down the start and keep holding it down until N1 reaches 10%. And after it reaches 10%, then you can let go of the start button and click on the igniter. Actually started the engine. I am amazed at myself. Okay, so I wonder how we mess with the volumes. Haven't learned that part yet. Probably going to be a button somewhere. Whoever figures that out wins John Fly Miles. It's not too loud right now for me, but I'm not sure how it sounds for you. Yeah, Rod W. Lee. Oh, by the way, Rod, thank you again for the donation the other day. I really appreciate that. That allowed me to buy this plane. So thank you very much, Rod. So I'm not sure where that volume is going to be. Oh, it could be here. That looks good. Okay, so engine is on. So I turn off the igniter once this is stabilized, and then I believe I can turn on So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the starter jam. Crap. Oh, there we go. So SciTech panel owners, you'll then switch on the alternator button, which turns on this starter gem. And I believe at this point we can disconnect the GPU. So there we go. We've stopped the GPU. We're going to close it. Okay, so F-18, the previous Aerobask planes had to change volume in the sound menu. Okay, well, I might just do that just a little bit here. I don't have any props, but... Well, there you go. So, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that tidbit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in a little command here. JFM, add 18 Hornet M. Okay, 100 John Fly miles just were given to F-18 for the volume answer. Congrats, man. Spend them wisely. Every once in a while, roulette's gonna automatically populate the screen. You can bet on roulette. We'll also do a couple other nice prizes later on. Okay, I'm going to turn on the trim switch, which I don't have on my SciTech panel. On my SciTech multi-panel, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to have to hit the autopilot button on there.
Autopilot engage.
Oh, nice little voice. That's kind of cool. Oh, pressure air switch. That's good. I'm going to turn my fuel auto select on. Okay, we're going to go up to the Avionics panel now. And let's just set an initial altitude of 9,000. Yeah, that's fine. 9,000, whatever. Vertical speed. We'll see if the SciTech panel can change the vertical speed. Yeah, it looks like it can. Oh, hallelujah. Climb out at a really easy 1,500 feet per minute. Let's try the heading indicator. Oh, so the heading button does work, so that's good. And there is our heading indicator on the big display. Very nice. I like that. Yeah, I do like that. Okay. Radios. We're not going to be doing any pilotage today, or we will do pilotage a little bit later, but not in this plane. But it's good to get familiar with what's what. So this looks like we got COM 1. Trying to figure out how to do the nav radios, because I see both of these are COM. CN is the toggle COM for nav. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right. So that's good to know. CNN to change it. Cool. Alright, so I think I can set the altimeter here. Yeah, so it's changed. Okay, so there's... It's not changing the barometric pressure. As far as I could tell. Oh, there we go, barrel. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got a nice pop-up. I like that.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think...
Kian the Gamer 555, thank you for the follow. I need to change the font in which the alerts come up. Because sometimes the black gets taken out.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being
Rob.
followed.
How did you read my mind, dude? Scary stuff going on, Rob. You read my mind. I think I need to give some feedback to them about how
I
it
don't mean to alarm anybody,
Indie Flyer,
but I think
follow.
we're being followed.
I think they probably should not have the follow alerts kick the jukebox back off. Alright, let's see if we can change the barrow. Alright, so we can, so we can do that, but I haven't figured out how to change that. Okay, so you have to wait for the up arrow. And then, there we go. So now we're changing the barometric pressure. That's kind of cool. So, click the button here, wait for the arrow, then we can go through indicated airspeed, altitude, vertical speed, all that good stuff. So that's good to know.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think
Leo
we're being followed.
Ruvim, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Yes, Rob, we are, Rob. Okay, alright, so that's interesting. So we got the barometric pressure dialed in as far as what we want. Well, let's go ahead and set it to what I'm going to set it to what
I
Salt
don't
Lake
mean to
City's
alarm anybody,
TPA 121.
but I
Thanks for the
think
follow.
we're being followed.
So elevation at Salt Lake City is 4227. So we'll take the barrow down until it matches. That's close enough. So we're about 2992. Cool. All right. Yeah, we got some roulette going on. Welcome, Josh. Good to see you. All right. Let's go into here to the map area. Click on map. Flight plan. so normally we'd come here and we go. Okay, so there's how you get to the flight plan. So you click on flight plan and then you click on this knob here. You wait till you got a right arrow and that brings up your flight plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly bring a flight up. Just getting a route here. In fact, I'll put it open here to. Well, let me test one more thing. I really appreciate you guys being patient with me as I test out this new bot, because we're only in the second stream of using this bot. So I'm going to quickly do one thing here. Appreciate your patience. Okay, let's see if that works. There we go. The voting instruction is in the chat room. You can vote in the chat room by selecting the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Looks like we got a vote already going. We'll let that go for just a few minutes as I continue to set up the airplane. Those of you joining a little late, just give you a little outside view of the plane. Oh, it looks good. So Reno, Las Vegas, Denver, San Francisco, Reno in the lead. Vegas just behind. Reno and Vegas are tied. And I might stop the polling early here, so get your vote in now. Vegas are still tied.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Romaine.
but I think
underscore. Thank you. Thank you for the follow.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Dobinator.
but I think
Dobinator 777. Thank you for the follow. All right, so we got Reno in the lead, Vegas just behind. I can't guarantee we're actually going to land at said airport, but we'll go there.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. The alerts are getting taken out by the chat, so we'll size the alerts appropriately. Yeah. JCS008, thank you for the follow. It's really nice.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Joshy,
but I think
BFBS.
we're being followed.
Thank you for the follow. I think we're getting close to 500 hype.
Fuel tank switched.
Oh, fuel tank is switched. We lost a lot of fuel. That was automatically switched. And my co-pilot told me that. So that was kind of cool. Let's see if the flap... Oh. So the flaps... Okay, that's good to know. Brakes work, rudder pedals work. But that is not what I was looking for. So it looks like Reno won. So that helps me out with the flight plan. In the meantime, can someone tell me where the parking brake is? That is the parking brake. Okay. It's good to know. There we go. Alright, so that is the parking brake. I was correct. Alright, give me a moment here to set up this flight. Yeah, no, I knew I selected the auto fuel tank there in the pre-taxi. I guess it looks at the balance of the left, right, and then she talks to me, so that's good. Alright, so this is Salt Lake City, Reno. I'm just going to get a suggested route here. Sim brief. Looks like we're going to need... Oh, that reminds me. I need to update my AirAC. A new AirAC came out a few days ago, so that's good. What's the ICAO code for this plane? I have no idea. It's actually, it's probably experimental, maybe. All right, so again, I don't know if we'll do the complete flight, but just to give you an idea of what we're gonna do, we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly from Salt Lake City. We're gonna head out west. See if I can load the flight plan. Was it a tie? Reno and Vegas? I thought it said Vegas was 4. Could be wrong though. Yeah, it says here Reno 5, San Francisco. Yeah, Reno was 5 and Vegas was 4 up above. Yeah, but you already figured that out. Alright, I'm going to download the FMS into X-Plane, and I'm not sure if this plane likes FMS plans or not, but it looks like it's the standard genus. Or, not the standard, it looks like it might take it. Okay, we may run out of fuel as I wait here at the gate, but I wanted to see if it would take a flight plan on the go. So, oh, and sure enough. So how do I select those though? Who can figure out what the command is to scroll down? Haven't quite figured that one out yet. Well, there's an easy way to solve this. Try the TU push knob. Where is so I've got just the one flight plan in here. Push the cursor in. guess it loaded it. I don't know how I did that. I've got to study up on that. So sorry about the confusion there. Let's go ahead and see how this bad boy taxis. Oh, my marshallers are jacked up again. It's really weird. Don't know what causes that. Yeah, this is X-Plane. Alright, so I need to study up on that. So we turn taxi lights on. Oh, looks really good. Reno 1. We're gonna fly toward Reno anyway. Alright, we have any people that can request a song? Easy to do. We can turn the jukebox back on. I haven't learned how to do any VOR navigation or anything in this plane. So really this is just a real rough draft. But you're going to like the scenery because we're going to fly over those mountains before we head west. Because there's not a lot of scenery between Salt Lake and Reno, I'll be honest. Well, there's some few mountains there. This is a couple of different sceneries to make those mountains look the way they do. This is HD Mesh V3 and some photo. And yeah, I'm on a 4K TV. And actually right now, I think I'm streaming at a pretty high resolution. So if you do have a large 4K TV, like an Android Sony 4K TV, you can stream this in a pretty high resolution right now. I think I'm over 3,000 right now. But if you're getting stuttering or buffering, you can change the source down below by clicking on the wheel here in the Twitch window and change the video quality to high or medium, and that way if you're getting any buffering or anything. So we'll come up here. I'm really looking forward to the day when Pallet Edge is opening up in Salt Lake City. Alright, so my flaps are set for takeoff. Oh, you know what? It's getting a little chilly in here, so I'm going to turn on my air conditioning. Oxygen. Okay. This looks good. We'll turn on our landing light for takeoff. Sure, let's turn on some heat protection here. my pitot heat button does work. I don't know what the engine air does. I think we're ready to go. Don't know how well this is going to work, but I guess if I get above 14,000, I can pressurize the air. There we go. I
Fuel
think
tank switched.
fuel tank switched again. Tell me if jukebox is working now. It looks like it is. It looks like you requested U2. It's not working for some reason. You gotta have some tunes. Let me just make sure the URL's in there. Okay. I'll give you a bunch of John Fly miles to test. Maybe it doesn't like that URL. I guess it's not working. I'll have to figure that one out there. Sorry about that, Rob. Shows it on the screen. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Okay. Let's slow our roll up to here. There we go. Yeah, can't fly. Can fly a plane, but can't play a song. Yeah, dynamite kills. If I wasn't taking off, I'd give you some John Fly miles for that. We might die here though, and I can give you John Fly miles then. Ooh, this bad boy wants to take off. Oh. That's why.
Autopilot disconnect.
Yeah, I turned the autopilot on to begin with, but I didn't realize that I'd put it into heading mode. See if the gear up works. Yep, gear up works. So we're just leaving Salt Lake City. Woo! She's sensitive. Alright, so let's do this little quick little tour here. Let's see if my heading's synced. Dynamite kills. Thank you for the follow.
We're being followed.
Now you're earning John Fly miles.
Flaps over speed.
Oh, thank you. Turn my flaps up. I like that little warning. So we're going to turn our autopilot on.
engage.
Turn our heading mode on. We'll turn on our altitude. Take it up to 9,500. We're going to go up at 1,500 feet. Well, let's do vertical speed for a moment. Information unicorns, right? Okay, I'm just learning this autopilot because it's a little tricky. Alright, so we'll take that up to, let's go up to 9,500. Or actually, let's go to 10,500. 10,500. Rocket Man. Nice. Need to run in VS mode? Okay. So what is... So if I hit the altitude button, it's just going to go to where we are at the moment. Altitude hold. Okay. That's good to know. I think we can climb out pretty fast here. Oh. Look at that scenery. Alright, so the altitude will climb or descend to the altitude you set in the altitude select.
5-card stud, nothing wild. And the sky's the limit.
Thank you, Josh, for the host. Nagy, good to see you. Just doing a little scenery here with the new Epic Victory. Oh, I almost dumped the Kraken just now. Seriously, like a flashback. They're nice, aren't they? The reflections off the aircraft are pretty nice, I must say. Oh wow. Look at that. Look at that jet. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Just got delivered food. I didn't even know it was coming. That's quality right there. Love her. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. You have to spend John Fly miles to get me to stop singing. Yes, we should. The Thirstmaster working on a Kraken edition. Hey, crazy. Good to see you. Welcome, DJ D Cool. What did I do, Unicorn, to get banned? I wonder if my plane's stopping. It's at 15,000 feet. I better put some air pressure on.